Don't listen to this alone in the dark. I only stopped because I was tired. It was late, somewhere past midnight, and I'd been driving for hours without seeing another open place. The gas station looked normal from the road. Lights on, sign glowing, a couple of empty pumps outside. No cars. That didn't feel strange at the time. It was the kind of place that stayed open whether anyone came through or not. When I walked inside, the bell over the door didn't ring. I noticed that right away. It just swung slightly and stayed quiet. The store itself looked clean. Shelves stocked, coffee machines on, soft humming from the refrigerators along the back wall. The cashier counter was empty. "Hello?" My voice sounded louder than it should have. It didn't echo, but it carried in a way that made the place feel smaller. No one answered. I waited a few seconds, then stepped further in. I figured whoever was working was probably in the back. I just needed a drink, something to keep me awake. I grabbed a bottle from one of the open coolers near the front, but it wasn't cold. I checked another. Same thing. The walk-in freezer door was at the far end of the store. I could see the metal handle and the thick white door, a strip of light showing underneath it. I don't know why I decided to go in there. I could have just paid and left. But something about the warm drinks bothered me. Like the cold was only coming from that one place. I walked over and pulled the handle. The door opened with a heavy seal-breaking sound. Cold air hit me immediately. Strong, sharp. It made my eyes water for a second. Inside, the lights were on, bright white, reflecting off the metal shelves. Cases of drinks stacked neatly. Everything looked normal. I stepped inside. The door swung closed behind me with a dull thud. I didn't think about it at first. I just grabbed the bottle from one of the shelves. It was cold. I could feel it through the plastic. Then I heard something. A slow shift. Not from the door. From deeper inside. I turned my head slightly, looking down the narrow aisle between the shelves. The light didn't reach all the way to the back. It faded into a dim corner where the wall met the floor. At first, I thought it was just the sound of the freezer running. A motor kicking in or something settling. Then it happened again. A soft scrape. Like something adjusting its weight. I stood still, listening. "Hello?" The word came out quieter this time. No answer. I told myself it was nothing. I tightened my grip on the bottle and turned back toward the door. That's when I saw it. The handle. It was moving. Not fast. Just slowly turning downward on its own. I froze. The handle reached the bottom and stopped. The door didn't open. It just stayed like that. I stared at it, waiting for it to move back. It didn't. Then I heard the sound again. Closer now. It came from behind me. I didn't turn right away. I couldn't. My body locked up, my eyes still fixed on the door. I could feel the cold pressing in harder now, sharper against my skin. Another sound. Right behind the shelves. I turned. Slowly. At the far end of the aisle, something was standing in the corner. It wasn't fully in the light, but I could see enough. It was too tall for the space. Its head almost touched the ceiling. Its body looked wrong, like it was bent in places it shouldn't be. Its arms hung low, longer than its legs, its fingers nearly brushing the floor. It wasn't moving, just standing there, facing me. I could see its eyes. They caught the light in a way that didn't match anything human. Too still, too fixed. We just looked at each other. Then it shifted. Not a step. More like it leaned forward and slid closer. I backed up immediately, hitting one of the shelves behind me. Bottles rattled slightly from the impact.
No!
The word came out before I could stop it. It reacted. Its head tilted, slowly, like it was listening to the sound of my voice. The sound filled the freezer, low and heavy. I turned and grabbed the door handle, yanking it hard. It didn't move. I pulled again. Nothing. Open, open. My hands slipped against the metal. I wiped them on my jacket and tried again. Still nothing. Behind me, I heard it move. Closer. Not walking. Sliding. I didn't look back. I kept pulling at the handle, pushing, hitting it with my palm. It wouldn't open. I stepped away from the door, my breathing getting faster, my chest tight. I had to get around it. That was the only way. The freezer wasn't big, but there was a gap between the shelves on the side. I turned and moved along the edge, keeping the shelves between me and it. For a second, I couldn't see it. Then I heard it again, right on the other side. It was matching me, moving when I moved, stopping when I stopped. I reached the end of the shelf and turned the corner. It was already there, closer than before, standing in the narrow space between me and the back wall. I stumbled backward, nearly falling. "Stay back." It didn't stop. It didn't rush. It just leaned forward again, closing the space slowly. Its arms lifted slightly, its fingers curling. The air felt heavier, harder to breathe. I tried to move past it, but my legs wouldn't respond the way I wanted. Every step felt slower, like something was holding me in place. It was right in front of me now, close enough that I could see the texture of its skin, stretched and uneven. Its eyes didn't leave mine. I turned and ran back toward the door, slamming into it with my shoulder. It didn't budge. I hit it again. Nothing. Behind me, it stopped moving. The sound stopped. No breathing. No shifting. I turned slowly. It was standing in the center of the freezer now, watching. Its head tilted again, the opposite direction this time, like it was adjusting, learning. I backed into the door, my hand finding the handle again, gripping it tight. I didn't try to open it this time. I just held it. Like that would do something. Like that would keep it from getting closer. It took one step, or something like a step, closer. Then another. Slow. Controlled. It didn't need to hurry. There was nowhere for me to go. I felt my grip weaken. My arms felt heavy, like the cold was sinking into me, pulling me down. It stopped right in front of me, close enough that I could feel something off about the air around it. Not cold. Something else. Still. I tried to move. I couldn't. I tried to speak. Nothing came out. It leaned forward, its face lowering to mine. Its eyes didn't blink, didn't shift. Just held me there. And I understood. It wasn't trapping me. It was waiting. Waiting for me to stop trying. Waiting for me to realize the door was never going to open. Waiting for me to stay with it. The handle in my hand moved, slowly. Not by me, turning downward again. But this time, I didn't pull it. I didn't move at all. The door didn't open. It just stayed like that. And so did I. Right there. In front of it. Everything went quiet. The hum of the freezer faded. The sound of my breathing faded. All I could hear was it. Close. Constant. If you're listening to this, then you already know what it feels like when a door should open and doesn't. When something is already inside the place you just walked into, and when the cold around you starts to feel like it's holding you still. If you have a horror story of your own, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. You never know, the next story could be yours. Subscribe to The Vault so you don't miss what comes next.